Hello basketball fans, and welcome to this afternoon's afternoon edition of Trojan Basketball as the Trojans of Dakota State take on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes in today's afternoon session. The Coyotes enter today's contest with a 1-3 record, where the Trojans are now 2-2 on the season with their win over Mount Marty on Thursday evening. So as we get ready to go here, we have the announcements of the starting lineups here for right now, the Kansas Wesleyan squad, and that will be followed by the Trojans. For the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes, they will start senior Lamaya Ricks at one guard. She is a 5'4" guard out of DeSoto, Kansas. At the other guard, they will have Angel Lee, a 5'8" junior out of Kansas City, Missouri. The third guard in this set is going to be Jill Stevens. She is a junior, 5'8", out of Colby, Kansas. And then, listed as a fourth guard, Hampton Williams, a 5'9" sophomore from Salina, Kansas. And at forward, and their inside post player will be Skylar Evans, who is a 6'1" junior out of Miami, Oklahoma. For the Trojans, they will be starting at point guard Caitlin Dyer. Caitlin is a 5'5" sophomore out of Morphettsville, South Australia. Next up will be Morgan Huber. Morgan is a 5'8" senior out of Alexandria, South Dakota at the other guard position. Then we get to the forwards. One forward is senior Savannah Walsdorf. She is an All-American for the Trojans, a 6'4" out of Kyle, Wisconsin. The other forward is 5'11" Angela Slattery, a junior from Franksville, Wisconsin. And the finals forward in this group is Lily Mackley. Lily is a junior 6'footer out of Stillwater, Minnesota. So again, Trojans enter this contest 2-2. They even their record up on Thursday with a dominant performance over Mount Marty. And now they are taking on the Kansas Wesleyan squad. That is, this has been a great matchup for the two teams for the last few years, and we are ready for tip-off. And the ball goes to Kansas Wesleyan. Ball is being moved around. Good patience against this 2-3 zone of the Trojans. Now down to the baseline, we're going to get our first shot of the ball game, and it is not going to be successful, but Kansas Wesleyan grabs the rebound, gets it inside to Skylar Evans, and that shot falls off the rim. Savannah Walsdorf on the attack. She brings it down to the right side, kicks it back out for the three, and the first shot for the Trojans is going to be a successful basket by Lily Mackley. Three-pointer. Trojans up 3-0 after their first possession. Trojans are in their 2-2-1 press now. Kansas Wesleyan, the Coyotes handle that fairly easy. Ball goes down to the low post spot. Shot is up and good by Hampton Williams. So she caught it on that right block, curled around through the paint, and put up the left-hander for the first bucket for the Coyotes. Lily Mackley going to try it again, and she's going to hit the front of the rim on this one and fall out. So Coyotes on attack. Bring it to the left side. Attack there. She's going in strong. No call made. Shot is missed, and Waldorf has it. And she's going to attack on the right side. She's going to spin. Not going to be able to get a shot. She's handled pretty well there by Hampton Williams and forces the offense. Trojans set their offense. Caitlin Dyer takes it in on the left-handed drive, and she gets popped alongside of the head and will go to the free throw line for 2 fouls. And I believe that foul is on Angel Lee. Yes, and that will be the first team foul on the Coyotes and the first foul on Angel. At the free throw line, Caitlin Dyer. And the left-hander hits the first one for the Trojans. Second shot is up and good, and she goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. On the attack now, left side by the Coyotes, inside. Look for a high-low, wasn't there. Skip pass goes across. Huber almost gets a hand on it. Comes back inside to Evans. Evans going to end up with a traveling violation as she went to pivot and just wasn't able to keep that pivot foot down, and the official said one DSU ball. Now the Trojans face a little man-to-man pressure here from the Coyotes. Dyer gets it up easily, brings it over to the right side. Going to be the handoff, and that's going to go to Ritter. Sorry. Another substitution. Sierra Watkins goes inside, but she has her shot blocked by Jill Stevens. And the Coyotes are on the attack here. Bring it to the middle. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Sierra Watkins. Sierra was going to try and come from behind and steal it, and ended up knocking Stevens over. So Coyotes with the ball on the side here. First foul against Watkins, first foul against the Trojans. Back in center again. Ricks has it. Takes it over, goes back inside to Evans. Shot's going to go up, bounce around a couple times, not going in. And defensive rebound there by Tabor Teal. She's going to kick it out to Watkins in the corner. Watkins going to bring it up to the free throw line extended there. And we are going to get a turnover on Olivia Ritter. She went to drive, and as she stepped back with her push-off foot, touched the out-of-bounds line. Coyotes ball. There's the first hard trap of the afternoon, and that is going to be a traveling violation on Ricks. She didn't get that dribble down fast enough, and officials called the travel. That is the first turnover of the afternoon for the Coyotes. Got substitutions all over the place, and Trojans tend to do that. That is Teal. She took it from the left baseline all the way into the paint and laid it up with the right hand. So Tabor gets her first basket of the afternoon. Coyotes now on the attack, and they are called for an over and back. So Lee was dribbling it up and ended up throwing it to the left side, and her teammate was not across the half-court line at that time. So second turnover now for the Coyotes. Teal takes the ball. She's going to drive around the right side. She's going to pull up, just missed the left-hander, but Ritter now is going to come up with a rebound, and she is tied up as well. Lamaya Ricks gets down on the floor, and the possession arrow will point towards the Trojans. So DSU will have the ball back with a 6-2 lead, 6:36 left in the first quarter. Trojans are in a 1-3-1 set now here on the inbounds. Going to end up throwing it over the top to Huber. Huber's going to dribble, going to get it centered up to Slattery, who's going to take it hard down the right lane. Reverse pivot, and she is going to get called for hooking with her left arm. So she took it down to the paint, tried to reverse pivot, and her left elbow caught the Coyote defender in the ribs, and officials called a foul. So for the Trojans, that is their second turnover of the ball game. Up at the front there, we've got a lot of pressure being applied by Bria Wassman for the Trojans. Blocked from behind by Huber, and she not only blocks it but gets the ball. They're in a 2-on-1 break. She lays it off to Wassman, and Wassman gets the layup off of it. So Huber, steal and assist. Wassman with the layup. Trojans go up 8-2. There's a bump by Wassman. Tried to cut off that pass, that centering pass to the middle of the floor, and didn't take the angle she needed to, and ended up picking up the foul. So for Wassman, that'll be her first foul of the ball game. Second team foul on the Trojans. Trojans have got the game speeded up. That's the pace they want to play at, and they've been very successful now with through their defensive efforts and through their press, getting this tempo picked up a little bit. Skip pass over, and that three-pointer is going to rim out for Jill Stevens, and Trojans on the attack. Throws deep now to Huber. Huber's going to have to throw it across court, and Walsdorf is not able to handle that. So third turnover now for the Trojans. That is always the one thing about playing with speed. It's a challenge to get the tempo up the way you want it, get the game rolling the way you want it, and not end up with some turnovers. So always a challenge for any team who plays at a high speed. And that pressure now, foul is going to be called on Caitlin Dyer. So that is the third foul on the Trojans as they attempt to put some pressure in the full court. For Dyer, that's her first foul of the ball game, fourth team foul. So the Trojans are quickly approaching the bonus with half of the first quarter remaining. Inbounds here to Angel Roman for the Coyotes, and she's got it on the right-hand side, being guarded by Huber. She's going to go inside. They're going to kick it back outside. Odessa Azuna thought about it, but ended up passing it off. There's that pass inside again, and that jumper this time for Dejan Adams is successful. And for Adams, that is her first basket of the afternoon. And then she almost gets the steal on the other end, but wasn't able to control it. Trojans will get the ball back. So Adams had the bucket and almost got the Coyotes going in transition again with a steal. Ball's inbounded here by Huber. She's going to go to Dyer. Dyer's going to get it set up. Macklin's going to be at the top with her. Now here comes the weave for the Trojans. Huber's got it now, driving down that left side. She gets in. She's about 4 foot from the rim, lays it up and is not successful. And on the offensive rebound attempt by Slattery, she's not able to control it. It goes out of bounds. Coyote basketball. Coyotes trailing 4-8. 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Ball's over half court now. Here comes another hard tap. She was able to get it out of it. And right now, Stevens is going to get things set up. Goes back inside, and here's her second shot, and it's good as well for Adams. She is 2 for 2 from the field and 2 for 2 on the last 2 possessions. So that little 12-foot jumper is, Adams is being very successful at that. And there is a drive down the lane. And that one's by Slattery, and she is going to be fouled on that right-hand runner and go to the free throw line for two free throws. And I missed the foul, but we will wait for a second for it to show up on the board, and then I will get it for you. But it is the second team foul. Slattery hits the back of the rim, bounces out for her first free throw. Trojans started a little slow on in the Mount Marty game from the free throw line as well. And then they warmed up as the game went on, but they were under 50% early in that ball game. Slattery gets a second, so the Trojans are 2 for 4 now from the free throw line and have a 3-point lead, 9-6. Coyotes have some new faces on the floor now as well. This will be their first look at this press. And an almost steal. Slattery just missed it. Really played it well, but just missed the steal. There's going to be a right side 3-point shot. It's going to hit the rim twice and come out for Catherine Bowman. Ritter's going to take it to the hole, and she is going to have her shot blocked by Adams, but Adams will be called for the foul on it. So Olivia Ritter will go to the free throw line for her first free throws of the day. Trojans right now are, I thought it was 2 of 4, but the stat page says 2 of 3. So they're now 3 of 4 as Ritter hits her first free throw. And that is Olivia's first point of the game. Second shot now for Ritter. And that hits the front of the rim, bounces out. Adams, no, it's stolen by Dyer. Dyer's going to hit it to Slattery. Slattery's going to get a 3-point attempt. That's going to be rebounded by Ritter, and it's going to be centered up on to Dyer. Dyer's going to penetrate, and we are going to have an official stopping the clock here. I'm not sure if there's a timing problem, but that seems to be who they're talking with. And they are resetting the shot clock. It was at 20 seconds. The officials have lowered it to 15 seconds. So the Trojans have 15 seconds left in this possession. Ball goes into Dyer. She's going to bring it to the right side. No, centered up to Teal. Teal gets it to Ritter on the change. Watkins into the middle. She's going to put up the left hand. It's going to hit the back and roll out. And there is almost a steal by Slattery. Stevens had it on the rebound. Slattery came behind and got a hand on it, but stepped out of bounds as she did it. So ball back to the Coyotes. Watkins trying to get the turnover, and she does. She puts pressure on Odessa Ozuna, and Ozuna ends up stepping out of bounds on the sideline. So Trojans ball back, leading by 4, 10-6. Dyer's going to get the ball. Crosses half court with it. Brings it down on the left-hand penetration. She's going to lay it up. It's going to be too hard, not go in. Teal gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Ritter's going to get a three-point shot, and that's not successful with the rebound coming to Ozuna. Ozuna brings the ball down the floor. Getting a little bit of a moving screen there by Stevens. Stevens now has the ball centered up. Going to go back to Adams on that high post spot. Slattery plays that cross-court steal well, picks it off, and now she lays it up for the basket. And for Slattery, that is her 3rd point of the ball game. She has 1 free throw now and 1 field goal. Coyotes over half court now, still being pressured. Trojans have extended that defense, and that's going to leave a wide open 3, but it's not successful. Ritter gets the rebound. So the Trojans have moved their pressure up. They're picking up as soon as it crosses half court. And Ritter is going to get a left-hand drive, stops, pivots, and puts it in off the glass. Trojans up 14-6 on this little mini run here. Adams now has it at the top. She's going to throw to the baseline. And Slattery almost got her hands on that. Pass back into the middle, and Ozuna is able to lay it in. For Ozuna, that is her first basket of the game. And we have a drive down the right-hand side, and Teal is going to be called for the offensive foul. And that is Tabor's first personal foul, and it will end up being the 4th turnover for the Trojans. So Trojans have had a couple of travels now, and now an offensive foul. But they have also played some good pressure and forced some turnovers, and that's what's given them this lead, their aggressiveness. All right, ball's back out the top, goes inside, and that's Strine with the ball inside. She tries to go inside, high-low with it, and Coyotes are able to keep control of it there. So Ricks will inbound it, and the Coyotes are in a 1-3-1 set there as well to get it inbounds. Savannah Walsdorf steps in there, is not able to get control of it, so the ball will come back to the Coyotes. Coyotes have 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock, so plenty of time for them to work. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Throw over the top. Ritter on the defense there. She's going to step out. Coyotes not going to take that. Got some penetration. Comes back over here to Ozuna. Goes back inside, and that high post jumper again is not successful this time for Strine. And some good pressure out front there by Megan Foote, but the Trojans are able to get it across half court. On the drive, on the baseline, Lily Mackley. And what is the call? We have a foul on the Coyotes on that drive. So if I heard the PA announcer right, the foul is on Brooke Strine, and that will be her first foul of the ball game. On that drive on the baseline, Mackley's got it again. She's taken to the baseline. She's going to kick it out the backside, but good anticipation. Coyotes not able to come down with it. There's a three-pointer for Wassman. It does not go in, and a really, really tough rebound there for Angel Lee as Lily Mackley tries to get her hands on it. And Lily comes down with it, and Angel comes down with it, and Lily gets the foul. So the Trojans are in the bonus, and that is going to send Angel Lee to the free throw line. for the first free throws of the day for the Coyotes. That free throw is successful, and Angel gets her first point of the ball game. For Mackley, that is her first foul of the game as well. Second free throw good. So 14-10, Trojans lead. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Osman comes across, gets it to Vincent. On the drive there, Ritter is going to be fouled. So Vincent lays it off to a cutting Olivia Ritter, and Ritter takes it in strong and gets fouled. That will put Olivia Ritter at the free throw line. Olivia has been there once before today. She's 0 for 1. She gets this one now, so she's 1 for 2. That foul was on Angel Lee. That is her second, so substitute is coming in for her as Ritter hits that second free throw. And Trojans move up to a 6-point lead here, 16-10, 59 seconds to go. Both teams should get at least one more possession here before the quarter break. Throw over the top there to handle the pressure. And there's a trap on the side, goes inside, and it's mishandled on the catch. Ritter's going to get an uncontested layup, and she kind of hesitated there and ended up missing the layup. In the jump ball, I know Tabor Teal for Dakota State and Megan Foote for the Coyotes get their hands on it in a jump ball, and possession arrow says Coyotes ball. So Olivia again just had kind of a strange last step on that layup and ended up missing it after the turnover. Here come the Coyotes. They're going to go cross court with it on the penetration, and that is going to be a turnover on Adriana DePrima. So Trojans, 30 seconds to go on the shot clock, 33 seconds on the game clock. See if they're able to bring it down and get the last shot of the quarter. Huber looked at it a second, then is dribbling to the left. Tabor Teal taking it into the middle, and there's a nice pass underneath onto to a cutting Angela Slattery. So Teal on the dribble takes it to the middle, draws some attention. Slattery slides in behind the defense, and they are able to get a foul on this. Slattery at the free throw line. And her first one hits the rim and comes out. So she is 1 for 2 now from the free throw line. And hits the second one. So 15.7 seconds left here for the Coyotes to work with in the first quarter. They trail by 7 at 10-17. Nice penetration there, pull out, kicks it back out to the top. Three-pointer, looked at it, ran the fake, and we had Stryan pass up the attempt, the early attempt, and then the shot was missed. So the first quarter is going to end. The Trojans will have a 17-10 lead as we get ready to begin the second quarter. Upcoming ball games, want to save the date on this, Monday, November 13th. Here at the Fieldhouse, we have the inaugural Battle of the Blues taking place, where Dakota State will host its longtime rival, Dakota Wesleyan, in a basketball doubleheader. The women's game is at 5:30, followed by the men's game at 7:30. And this will be a fun night. Be sure and come early if you plan on getting a seat. We always know that the Wesleyan Tigers travel well, and Dakota State will be in full force that night. So very fun evening for everyone. Battle of the Blues, Monday night. Also want to say congratulations to our 4 Dakota State cross-country runners on qualifying for the National Cross-Country Track and Field Championships. Valeria Kurakova, Lindsay Roth will be running and representing the Dakota State squad in the women's race, and Taylor Myers and Cody Fallon will represent DSU in the men's race. The National Cross Country Championships will be held on Friday, November 17th in Vancouver, Washington. So good luck to our 4 Trojans in that race. And just as a side note, Valeria Kurkova was the North Star Runner of the Year. She is a freshman for the Trojans and just had an exceptional season. She won the conference cross-country meet, and now we'll have an opportunity to see what she can do in the national meet. So again, good luck to our 4 runners, Valeria, Lindsay, Taylor, and Cody. And we're ready to begin the second quarter here. Trojans will inbound the ball. Dyer has it. Left side goes to Tabor Teal at the top. Tabor's going to get called for not getting the ball down in time. So turnover for the Trojans. For the Trojans, that's their 5th. Ball is inbounded, going cross court there. A 3-pointer is up and bounces off the rim for Jill Stevens. Trojans are going to come up with Dyer's going to have the fast break layup, and she's going to get the bucket. So quick transition there results in the first field goal of the game for Caitlin Dyer. She has 3 points total with a free throw and now a field goal. Slattery went for another steal there. Angela has been doing a tremendous job recently of anticipating and getting into passing lanes, and she has some long arms. She can get a hand on a lot of things. Penetrate, the 3-pointer on the side step there for Jill Stevens is successful. And for Stevens, that is her first basket of the ball game. Tabor Teal looked at the 3, decided to penetrate. Now she's trying to find someone to drop it off to. Huber gets it. She's going to kick it out to Slattery. Slattery's got a deep 3, but she hits it. And for Slattery, that's her first 3 of the game and her 7th point overall. There she goes again for another one. Battling, and she's going to force the turnover. She wasn't able to come up with it cleanly, but in the battle, Lamaya Ricks ends up losing it out of bounds, and the Trojans will get it. For the Coyotes, that is their 5th turnover. And so far, the Trojans have picked up 1 basket off of the turnovers, 3 points off the turnovers. And Sierra Watkins is going to give it right back. She started her drive before she had control of the ball, took her eyes off the catch, and ends up with a turnover. Back into the game is Dejan Adams. Adams had to leave late in the second quarter with 2 fouls, so she'll have to play a little careful here. Down the stretch, there's a drive, not successful, and that ball is going to go off of a Coyote last. Trojans will have the basketball. Coyotes up in a little pressure there in their man-to-man. More symbolic on this one than actual pressure. Driving down the lane. Up and off the glass is Lily Mackley. Nice little runner there for Lily. That is her 5th point of the ball game. Coming down the left side there, Ricks has it. Trapped by Dyer. Dyer's able to get a hand on it. Ritter comes up with a steal. Dyer's got the ball on the right. She's going to drive. She's going to kick to Huber over in the corner. Watkins over in the corner. Watkins gets it back to Dyer, and Dyer nails the 3. So nice ball movement by the Trojans, and that is going to prompt Coach Ryan Shulman from Kansas Wesleyan to take a quick timeout here as the Trojans build their lead to 14 points at 27-13. Well, the fall sports are wrapping up. Volleyball was in the North Star Conference postseason tournament yesterday. They entered the tournament as the number 4 seed, and in their first round game on Thursday, they were able to defeat the number 5 seed, Mayville Comets. Very good game, very closely contested, but the Trojans got away with the 3-2 win and advanced to the semifinals. In the semifinals, they were playing against the number 1 seed in the tournament, the Turbo V-Hawks, and again, in a very good contest, very closely contested, the V-Hawks advanced to the championship with a 3-1 win over the Trojans. All right, back to action now. Coyotes with the ball. Top of the key, they go back inside of that high post, and Evans nails that high post jumper again. For Skylar, that is, I said again, I thought she had hit another one earlier, but that is her first basket of the game. That pass by Lily Macklin is intercepted, and the Coyotes on the attack here. High screen and roll there. Comes back inside to Williams. Williams is going to go high-low with it, and that shot's going to be missed down low by Foot. Trojans on the run. Kick out. Watkins on the right side. Comes back to the top. Got some dribbling. Watkins going to take it hard on the baseline. She's going to kick it out to the backside. And Savannah Waldorf's going to shoot her first three of the game. Comes up short, but rebound by Lily Mackley. She is not able to get it down, and the Coyotes end up with the ball. So Trojans had some good looks that time, had a couple of offensive boards, just were not able to finalize the deal. Ricks with the ball at the top. She's going to go to Evans. Evans kicks it out to Stevens, back into Evans, kicks out to Adams, and she misses the three-pointer. And we've got a jump ball on the rebound there. Looks like Jill Stevens and Tabor Teal got their hands on it, and this time the possession arrow is in favor of Kansas Wesleyan. Stevens will inbound it for the Coyotes as they trail by 12, 27-15, early into the second quarter. Ball goes inside to Evans. There's a nice pass and cut, but that's going to be blocked by Savannah Walsdorf. Savannah's going to kick it out. Watkins not able to run it down, and ends up with the steal for the Coyotes. Coyotes now pushing it. They've got a 4-on-3 advantage. Trojans get it slowed down though, and ball comes back out to Adams. Into Evans. Evans is going to take the jumper, miss it. Rebound by this is going to be interesting here. So rebound, as I was trying to say, by Slattery. Mackley takes it on the penetration, and there's going to be a block call. So on that drive, there was contact. Lily Mackley hits the jump shot off of it, and she's going to get the and one attempt. No, correction. I thought it went in, but it didn't. And Lily's going to get two shots here. So for Lily, she's been to the free throw line once. She's 1 for 1 so far. Misses that one. See, Trojan fans are arguing that shot went in as well. And the officials are going to stop for a second and talk. I thought the shot went in and this should just be an and one. But it is not recorded as a basket on the scoreboard, and the three officials are talking right now. And I'm guessing the conversation is going something to the effect of, did that go in? So we'll see what happens out of this. Coach Moe is standing there, and he's making the bucket good sign. All right, they're going to correct it now. They're going to say, what are they going to say? Because again, they have not put a bucket, they have not put 2 points up on the board, but they're saying it's a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Trojans. But if there's no basket, then that would have been a two-shot foul. All right, so the basket is on the board now. It's 29-15 because there was an error on that, and it wasn't a live ball. It's a jump ball. Trojans will have it underneath. So that got interesting for a moment, but when it's all said and done, basically we got it all right. Walsdorf's going to take it in. She's going to miss the running right-hander, and that is going to be rebounded by Alexis Dixon. Coyotes on the attack now. Ball comes over to Stevens. Stevens takes it back to Ozuna. Goes inside now on the dribble. Going to stop, pull up. There's a double team on Dixon again. Shot clock's down to 6 now. They've got to do something, and we've got a drive by Ozuna, and she's going to be fouled on the right-handed running jump shot. So it's been a little bit interesting here over the last minute, but right now the stat board is out on the Dakota State side. But Ozuna's going to hit her first free throw. And she misses the second, so she's got a total of 3 points. And that was almost taken away by Wassman. Sneaking up behind her was Jill Stevens, but wasn't able to control it before it went out of bounds. And the Trojans will get the ball back. And the officials are saying that there should not have been a reset on the shot clock because there was not control by the Coyotes when they knocked the ball loose. So Trojans will have it. 26 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and we are back in play. Wassman brings it down to the right side, goes to Teal. Teal's going to drive the right, going to kick out to Wassman. Wassman's going to center it up, bring it back to Teal. Back to Wassman. To the middle, there's going to be the kick out to Walsdorf, and Walsdorf has that high archer, but it doesn't hit the rim. Teal pulls up the rebound, goes diagonal with it. Wassman for the three, hits the front of the rim, and now it is rebounded by Dejan Adams. So good ball movement by the Trojans, but no basket when it's all said and done. And the Coyotes are back on the attack, dribbling into the lane with the left-handed runner is Alexis Dixon. Dixon ends up pulling up the rebound off of it, and the Trojans are going to get called for a foul on the arms, and I believe that's going to go against Bria Wassman. So for Bria, that is her first foul. It's going to be the third team foul of the quarter on the Trojans. 4:18 to go. Inbounding underneath there for the Coyotes. Coyotes get it inside, and we're going to go and have another foul. So really nice cut there by Catherine Bowman, and she is now going to the free throw line for two free throw shots. And the first one is good. And for Bowman, that is her first point of the afternoon. And there's the second one good. So Coyotes pulled within 11 here, 29-18. Trojans on the attack. And Coach David Moe is going to take a timeout here. I think he's a little concerned with the number of fouls that the Trojans are committing and the number of cuts that they are allowing for a tough shots for the Trojans to defend. All right, at this time, let's say thanks to a few of our sponsors. Lake County International, Case IH is a proud sponsor of DSU Athletics. Lake County International is a leader in agriculture and their contributions to the farming community. Sanford Health is the exclusive sports medicine providers for Dakota State University Trojans. Life is better with a team you can trust. Call your local clinic to schedule an appointment. And First Premier Bank, a proud partner with DSU Athletics, serves and promotes and grows our economy and the banking needs of our area. Dyer with the ball, crosses over to half court. She ends up falling down with the trap, and turnover for the Trojans. For the Trojans, that is going to be their 10th, so they're in double-figure turnovers now with 4:08 remaining in the second quarter. Coyotes on the attack here. And now we've got a shot clock problem again. All right, 26 seconds, the officials say, should be the official time on the shot clock. And Wesleyan will inbounds the ball here. Penetration there by Ozuna. Good pressure there by Dyer. She's jumping the passing lanes. Adams has it. She's going to go inside to Dixon, and that shot's going to be missed. Slattery with the rebound, and she's pushing. She brings it to Huber on the right side. They bring it over to Dyer on the left side. Lily Mackley at the top. And Lily's shot hits the front of the rim. So a lot of the Trojan three-point shots have hit the front of the rim today and bounced out for them. Just got to put another 2 inches on it, and they will be shooting a very successful percentage from the three-point line. But as of right now, they are 3 of 8, so shooting less than 40% from the three-point line. Mackley back to Caitlin Dyer. Dyer hits the back of the rim on that one, and ball's going to bounce around, and when it's all said and done, Ozuna is going to come out of the pack with the ball. She's going to push it across half court. A little bit of a bump there by Dyer. Goes back inside to Dixon, and I believe Mackley is going to get called for the push there. And for Mackley, that is her second personal. She's going to take a spot on the bench there, and Teal is going to come in as her replacement. Back inside, easy inbounds pass on that play, and Alexis Dixon gets the bucket out of it. So Trojans have had some problems defending those inbounds plays. There's a drive by Ritter, and she gets the basket and draws the foul. Ritter, this will be her second try at a three-point play, the old-fashioned three-point play. Hit one earlier in the game. That's her 6 points so far. And she is back at the free throw line again, where she's 2 for 3. She's now 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And Trojans back up by 13 here, 33-20. Inbounded. Adams and Ozuna handling the front end of the press attack. Now it's cross court. Adams has it, takes it down, comes back inside, and that's a nice shot fake. Step through there for Alexis Dixon. So nice offensive move for her second basket of the ball game. Watkins driving down the lane. She's going to lay it up with the left hand, and it's going to be good. So for Sierra, that is her first basket of the ball game. Again, back across there. Adams has it. They go inside to Dixon. Going to come back outside of it. It's going to take a right-hand drive, and the runner by Lambert is not going to be good. Trojans have it. They're going to go cross court with it. Ritter, she's going to take it down that left side, and she's going to be bumped on the drive. And that foul is going to go against number 13, Madison Lambert. For Lambert, that is her first foul. It's fourth team foul for the Coyotes, so both teams have 4 now. They'll be shooting bonus shots for the rest of this quarter. Over the top, Teal takes it on the right-hand drive, kicks it out. Shot is up, and again, short by just a hair for Angela Slattery. Angela tries to jump that passing lane, is a little bit late, goes inside to Dixon. Dixon's going to put it on the floor. Teal defending, and the officials are going to say she drugged that pivot foot on the reverse pivot there. So good defense by Teal, and the Trojans will get the ball back. That is the 7th turnover for the Coyotes. Trojans have 10, so Coyotes have handled the pressure of Dakota State pretty well this afternoon. Watkins now with the ball. She gets it over to the half-court line. Looks for Dyer. Dyer does a backdoor cut. Walsdorf comes around. She's going to get it to Teal. A little bit of a mishandle there. Pass was a little low. Backdoor cut by Caitlin Dyer, but that pass is picked off by Lamaya Ricks. So 11th turnover of the game for the Trojans. The Trojans will end up getting it back here. 1:41 left in this second quarter. Wow, that was very close to an over and back. And Wesleyan thought so the same way. Very nice pass there on that penetration by Dyer, and she lays it off to Lily Mackley. Pressure again. Extended out to the top. There's a baseline drive. Stops, pulls up, goes inside, and that move there by Hampton Williams is not successful, but Coyotes are going to get another shot at it here as the ball goes off of a Trojan. Nice drive there by Hampton and got inside of Lily Mackley. Got a nice look at it. That shot short, And Trojans are off on the run. Walsdorf has it. She's going to dribble down the right side, and she's going to get a nice right-handed layup off of it. So quick transition for the Trojans, and they now take their biggest lead of the game, 38-22, with 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball comes across over half court now. Kick out to the left side, penetration, pull-up jumper. That's going to hit the back of the rim and come off, and then be rebounded by Hampton Williams. Trojans are going to get called for a foul. And I believe that foul was on Morgan Huber. First shot there by Williams is good. For Hampton, that is her 3rd point of the game. Second shot is up, and it is good as well. So 42 seconds left. Both teams should get an opportunity of one more basket here before the half. Dyer gets it across half court. She's going to penetrate, going to pull up. Right side comes to Huber. Huber's getting inside. Mackley slips behind the defense. Nice assist by Huber, and a layup for Mackley. 22 seconds left. Plenty of time for the Coyotes here. Ball goes down the side. Pulls it out. Decides they're going to use the entire 12 seconds left in the half here. Brings it over to the right side. Penetration, and Mackley is going to end up picking that pass off. I'm sorry, Waldorf. Excuse me. Waldorf is going to pick off that pass, and then I believe she's going to be fouled from behind, and that foul looks like it will be on Megan Foote. And for Megan, that will be her first foul of the ball game. So Waldorf goes to the free throw line. This is her first attempt at a free throw tonight. And the first one short, front of the rim again. It's been a familiar tune so far tonight. Front of the rim on three-pointers and free throws. Second shot for Walsdorf. Up and hits the rim, rolls to the back, and comes back out. So no shot here. The Trojans are going to go into the locker room at halftime with a 16-point lead at 40-24. We are going to take a break, and we will come back shortly, go through the halftime stats, and be ready for our second half to begin.
Persona Signs has been a leader in the sign manufacturing industry for decades. We partner with the nation's largest brands on more than 8,000 installations every year. A solid foundation of Midwestern values and an unmatched work ethic has helped Persona become the #1 hotel sign manufacturer in the United States. Persona rises together with Dakota State University. Go Trojans!
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No. I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students. more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
It's a new era at DSU. Dakota State University is rising. Dakota State University athletics are rising. Rising to new heights of performance, of engagement, of fandom. Get ready to experience Dakota State University athletics in a whole new way. You are now entering DSU Trojan territory. An event center, indoor training facility, outdoor sports complex, and shared two-level building concourse will become one consolidated complex, housing existing DSU athletic programs, potential future sports such as soccer and esports, and unique research and academic programs. The design's angular form, modern materials, and interactive spaces will further advance the innovative technology-driven environment at Dakota State University. Students, fans, and alumni will be closer to the action with a rotation of the football field and outdoor track. An outdoor plaza will gather faculty, students, alumni, and the community for special events, tailgating, concerts, and graduation. Light wells connecting walkways and glass partitions will visually and physically connect social spaces. The Hall of Fame celebrates our Trojan history. At night, the angled walls will become projection surfaces. Performance labs, training spaces, player spaces, and concessions will be shared between sports and classrooms, and meeting spaces will become club seating. Academic spaces, such as the Institute on Aging, will focus on improving quality of life for aging populations. A biomechanics lab will use technology to improve injury prevention and sports performance. The East Sports Center will combine technology and sport, so DSU Tech athletes can compete in games of skill with universities across the country. The complex will be available to host local, state, and regional athletic competitions from youth to collegiate levels. More visitors coming to Madison will boost area businesses and organizations. Gathering spaces inside and out, the concourse, exterior patios, tailgating areas, and an outdoor amphitheater will connect generations of Trojans. We are ready. We are rising. Come be a part of a new and exciting era of Dakota State University athletics.
Persona Signs has been a leader in the sign manufacturing industry for decades. We partner with the nation's largest brands on more than 8,000 installations every year. A solid foundation of Midwestern values and an unmatched work ethic has helped Persona become the #1 hotel sign manufacturer in the United States. Persona rises together with Dakota State University. Go Trojans!
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No. I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students, more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost, it pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today, or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
It's a new era at DSU. Dakota State University is rising. Dakota State University athletics are rising. Rising to new heights of performance, of engagement, of fandom. Get ready to experience Dakota State University athletics in a whole new way. You are now entering DSU Trojan territory. An event center, indoor training facility, outdoor sports complex, and shared two-level building concourse will become one consolidated complex, housing existing DSU athletic programs, potential future sports such as soccer and esports.
And we are back here with 2:48 left before the start of the third quarter. We'll run through the stats here in preparation of this third quarter. So, for Kansas Wesleyan, they are shooting 38% from the field on 8 of 21 shooting. Trojans are 51.9%, 14 of 27. A lot of that is, again, transition baskets off of the turnovers they've been able to force in the press. For the Coyotes, they are 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Trojans are 3 of 9. Both teams at 33%. At the free throw line, 87% for Kansas Wesleyan. They are 7 of 8. And the Trojans are 8 of 11 for 72%. So shooting-wise, both teams pretty even. You have 12 turnovers for the Trojans versus 8 for the Coyotes. Points off of turnovers, Trojans have 9, Coyotes only 2. So that is part of this lead so far. Again, points off turnovers, the press has created some opportunities for the Trojans to get some easy baskets. Total rebounds, both teams are pretty even. 15 for the Trojan, 14 for Kansas Wesleyan. And offensive boards, 4 for the Trojans and 3 for Wesleyans. Individually, Dejan Adams leads the Coyotes with 4 points along with Alexis Dixon. Both of them are 2 for 4 from the field. And Dejan has 1 rebound, Alexis has 2. Also a third person with 4. I missed this one earlier, but Hampton Williams, she is 1 for 2 from the field and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Odessa Ozuma has 3 points along with Jill Stevens, Catherine Bowman, Angel Lee, and Skylar Evans have all pitched in 2 points as well. And rebound-wise, the leading rebounders, Alexis Dixon and Hampton Williams with 2. For the Trojans, they are led in scoring by Lily Mackley. Lily is 5 for 7 from the field and 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Following her is Olivia Ritter. She has 8 points, 2 for 5 from the field and 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Angela Slattery has 7, Caitlin Dyer 6, Savannah Walsdorf 3, Bria Wassman and Tabor Teal have both pitched in 2 points. So rebounding-wise, the leading rebounder for the Trojans is Lily Mackley with 3. Caitlin Dyer has picked up a couple, so point guard there picking up a couple of rebounds for the Trojans. All right, we are just about to be ready to start here. And again, I want to remind everybody that we have Battle of the Blues on Monday, doubleheader with Dakota Wesleyan, longtime rival from the old days of the SDIC. Women's game will begin at 5:30. The women for Dakota State are ranked number 16 in the country. And Dakota Wesleyan, I don't believe, is ranked at this point, but always a very fine basketball team. And in the men's game, they will follow at 7:30. Place is going to be rocking. I recommend you right here about 5 o'clock for the 5:30 tip-off. And for DSU students, we have 320 hot dogs that will be part of a tailgate that we will start serving at 4:30. So come early, make a lot of noise, and let's have a great time on Monday night. And Caitlin Dyer hits the first basket of the third quarter there on the running layup. Trojans are up 42-34. Coyotes get the ball down the floor here. And no, that cross-court pass was almost picked off there. Walsdorf ends up getting it. She's going to kick it out to Huber. Huber's going to go to Mackley. Mackley thought about the three-pointer, took it to the rim, and kicked off to Walsdorf. Walsdorf with the dribble. She's going to kick it out to Mackley. This time Mackley's not going to hesitate. She's going to shoot it. It's going to hit the far rim, bounce up over the top of the 30-second clock, and it is Coyote possession. So as we said, both teams were shooting 33% from the three-point line at halftime, and that percentage will go down just a hair now for the Trojans with that miss. That was tipped by Angela Slattery, so Coyotes will have the ball. They're going to get it in the low left side down there on the side of the basket. Trojans will be in their 2-3 zone. Coyotes are going to have their high-low look that has done some damage this afternoon to the Trojans, especially with that high post jumper. Ball is centered up here with Ricks. She's going to bring it over to Shaw outside, and that's steal by Slattery, but Slattery is not able to get a handle on it and loses it out of bounds. So the Coyotes will have it, but just 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbounding it will be Stevens for the Coyotes. 1-3-1 set. Tried to get it inside, but they go up to the free throw line. Hard drive, and a layup, and that layup's going to go in, and there's going to be a foul called. So Catherine Bowman is going to get the driving layup in the opportunity at the end one. And the free throw up and good for Bowman. And that foul for DSU was on Savannah Walsdorf, and for Savannah, that's her second foul. Trojans on the attack. They got a 3-on-2 to Slattery on the right side. Slattery shoots long, and that's going to end up going off of a Coyote. Brooke Strine had a shot at it and just didn't handle it. So now the Trojans going to curl there. Almost had a good look on the inbounds play, but Walsdorf now has it. She's dribbling. She's going to take that runner from the right side and not be successful. And Evans will come down with the rebound. She's going to get it to Stevens. Stevens going to bring it up court. Ball goes to Lee. She's on the dribble. She's going to kick it out. And that step back three by Ricks is going to hit the rim and roll out. Quick Trojans in transition. They've got a one-on-one in open court, and Dyer shoots the running right-hander and ends up missing it. Hustling down is Huber, and she gets her hands on it. I believe it was with Strine. And jump ball occurs. Possession arrow for the Coyotes here, so Wesleyan will have a shot at it. Oh, and mishandle on the inbounds play. Dyer ends up getting the steal. She's going to kick it out to Slattery. Slattery's going to go to the top, and Mackley is going to hit the three off of the turnover. So Trojans up 45-27. Unfortunate mishandle there for the Coyotes, and now we've got another turnover. Bad pass there by, I believe that was by Lee. Penetration now. Going to kick it out. Sierra Watkins is going to shoot the three, misses it, and I believe Slattery is going to get called for an over the back on the rebound attempt. So for Slattery, that will be her second foul, and second team foul of the quarter on the Trojans. So ball goes into Lee. She's going to bring it up the side. That's going to be tapped by Slattery, and Coyotes will keep possession of the basketball. Angela's really been aggressive the last few ball games in the press, and has gotten her hands on a lot of things, gotten a lot of steals that have really been beneficial for the Trojan defense. All right, we are back in action here. Now Stevens has the ball at the top. She's going to go to the right side. Some dribbling. There's a high post entry that they've been looking for, and up and under for Lee, but it does not go in for, and the Trojans are on the run again. Dyer, she's going to get it to Huber. Huber's going to get her shot blocked there by Jill Stevens. And the Coyotes are on the attack. Three-point shot by Stevens. Hits the front of the rim, comes out. And we are going to have a battle for the rebound. I think Angel Lee is going to pick up her third foul. So Mackley was trying to get a box out on her, and Angel fought through it. The official thought maybe just a little too much aggressiveness there, and Angel picks up her third foul. Wassman goes to Watkins. Watkins with Ritter. Ritter looks at the three, takes it down the lane, reverse pivots, and she's going to get called for a travel on her second pivot of that drive. So the Trojans had a little bit of trouble with turnovers so far. That's their 14th so far of the ball game. I'm sure with most very aggressive, or most aggressive teams that love to run. Coaches are probably all right with turnovers in the 15 to 20 range, but start getting concerned if it gets more than that. There's a nice pass, and there's an easy shot for Adams as she hits that little runner on the right side. Nice feed. Vincent gets it inside. She tries to go diagonal with it to Teal, and we end up with a jump ball on it. Possession arrow to the Trojans. Ball inbounded to Teal. Teal's going to drive the right side. She's going to lay it up with a reverse layup. Just crawls out on her, and rebound by Stevens. Stevens gets it up the floor. Nice pressure there by Wassman, but Stevens doesn't have any problems with it. Goes inside. There's the kick out. Wide open three in the corner, and that's going to be successful for Ricks. So Angel Lee gets the ball to high post, kicks it out, and Ricks finishes it off with the three. That is a travel as well. Wassman took a step to the right, then decided to come left and did not have the ball down in time. And turnover number 15 for the Trojans. A 13-point lead now for the Trojans. They had it up 16 at one point. And stepping out of bounds on that dribble is Lamaya Ricks. So Kansas Wesleyan will get their 11th turnover of the ball game. Got a nice crowd here for an afternoon ball game on a Saturday, especially following an afternoon football game. The Trojans played their last football game of the season at 12 o'clock today, and then everyone came inside for the 3 o'clock basketball game, or at least some of them did. Wassman now on the drive. She's going to slip in between two defenders, try to lay it up with the left hand, misses it, but I believe Megan Foote is going to be called for the foul. For Foote, that would be her second personal foul. Wassman at the free throw line here. Bria, this will be her first free throws of the game. And first one hits the front of the rim again. Second shot is up and rolls around the entire rim, a 360, and then rolls out. Coyotes have the ball. They're on the attack. At the top there, Stevens. High post jump shot is good for Adams. And for Adams, that's her 8th point of the ball game. She is now 4 for 6 from the field, so she likes that high post jumper. Kick out, right side, Slattery. Goes to Huber. Huber's going to go to Wassman. Wassman, couple of crossovers there, gets it into the middle. And Walsdorf has it. She's going to penetrate down the left side. She's going to kick out to Slattery. Slattery on the penetration. Slattery's going to end up with one at the front of the rim, but the foul is going to be called, and that is going to go against Hampton Williams of the Coyotes. And for Williams, that'll be her first foul of the ball game. Nice ball movement there by the Trojans. A lot of penetration, a lot of kickouts, and the result of it is Slattery goes to the free throw line for her 3rd free throw of the game. She's 3 for 3 so far, and that is her 8th point of the ball game. Trojans now have 3 with 8 points, Dyer, Ritter, and Angela. And now Angela get her second try, not going to be successful, and that rebound is going to come off to Williams. Trojans up by 12. 46-34, a little bit of an aggressive bump there by Dyer, and the officials are going to say too much contact. Foul number 2 on Caitlin. 3 team fouls on the Trojans, 3 team fouls on the Coyotes in this 3rd quarter with 4:42 to go. Ball comes inbounds to Adams, and that 3-pointer is up and good for Jill Stevens. And Jill picks up her 6th point of the game. Dyer on the drive now. She's going to get a little left-handed runner off the reverse pivot, and she puts it in and draws the foul. So Dyer moves into double-figure scoring with 10 points, with a chance to make it 11 if she hits this free throw. She is 1 for 2 so far from the free throw line. And shot is up and good. So 11 points now for Dyer, as the Trojans are able to convert that and one. On the attack here, ball goes to the right side. Comes back into the high side. Adams takes that high post jumper and she nails it again. She is now 5 for 7 from that high post jump shot. 10 points. She's the first Coyote to break into double figure scoring. Slattery takes a long three and it's not going to draw rim. So Coyotes will have the ball back. It's a 10-point game. That lead of 16 is now down to 10, and Coyotes have the ball back with an opportunity to cut even further into it. Trojans in the press. Goes to the middle. Comes off to the left side. Down to the left side. Three-point look there. Stevens thought about it. Goes inside. Hires Adams at that high post jumper, and this time she misses it. Teal with the rebound. They're running. Dyer's got it on the left side. She's going to take it in. She's going to kick out. Ritter ends up corralling it. Went off of a body there. Hit Olivia in the head. And now Slattery is penetrating. Going to shoot the turnaround lefty here. Lefty falls out. And Tabor Teal is going to be called for an over the back there. And that will be the second foul on Tabor. 4th team foul. So both teams have 4 team fouls. Bonus time from this point on. 3:25 left in the third quarter. Again, the lead is 10 points. Coyotes have an opportunity to cut into it. Back over on the right side for Azuna. Comes to this side, trap, and Watkins is going to get called for that foul. So, Coyotes are going to head to the free throw line. Meanwhile, Watkins is going to pick up her second personal foul. Both teams have played pretty well defensively, and both teams have missed some shots. That's what's keeping the score down a little bit low here, 49-40 though. With a chance to cut it to 8. Megan Foote hits that first free throw. And that is her first point of the ball game. Second one is good as well, so Megan is 2 for 2. And she draws the Coyotes within 7 points at 49-41. All right, got Dyer at the top. She crosses over, goes to the right, and that's a close one. But the officials say the foul will go against Megan Foote on the contact. It could have easily been called an offensive charge as well, but Dyer gets the benefit of the doubt on this one, and she's headed back to the free throw line. She misses, so she's now 2 for 4 from the free throw line with one more attempt to come. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. And the second one is good, so that makes the Trojans 11 of 17. Probably right around 64% from the free throw line for tonight's or this afternoon's ball game. 9-point lead for the Trojans. Oh, that is kind of a slow pass there, and Huber was able to get a hand on it, and then Mackley comes in and is able to finish it off. Trojans will get the ball back here. Sideline inbounds. Off of the turnover for the Coyotes. That's their 13th turnover. Trojans have 15, so both teams have been successful at turning the other squad over this afternoon. The difference primarily is the Trojans have scored 12 points off of those turnovers, where the Coyotes have only gotten 4 so far. So here's an opportunity to extend that points off of turnover. Walsdorf comes in, drives in, and she lays it up after the reverse pivot. And the Trojans are back up by double digits here. For Walsdorf, that's her 5th point of the ball game. Now the turnover passes a little bit high and goes over the top of Lee's head. Trojans have a chance now extend this lead from 11. Ball goes to Dyer on the inbounds. Comes to Mackley at the top. Mackley's going to hand it off to Walsdorf. Walsdorf's going to drive down that right side. She's going to reverse pivot twice, try the right-handed layup, and it's going to come up short. Rebound here by Bowman, and she's bringing it up the floor as well. Picks her dribble up. She gets it inside to Lee. Lee is going to go up, and Lily Mackley is going to draw that offensive charge against Lee. And for Lee, that will be her third foul of the ball game. Fourth personal. Correction, fourth personal. So that's a big call against Lee. Huber on the drive. She's going to come down the left side. She's going to try the diagonal pass to Mackley, but just a little bit outside of her reach. Mackley got a finger on it, but was not able to control it. And turnover for the Trojans. Cross, so that was a dangerous pass there. Huber had a shot at getting that one, but instead she's going to foul. And Lee is going to the free throw line because Trojans, that is their fifth team foul. And bonus situation now for the last 1:46 of this quarter for the Coyotes. For Lee, she is 2 for 2 from the free throw line this afternoon. And now that one comes up short. She's 2 for 3. Second free throw up, and it's good. So Lee picks up her third point of the ball game, and they have all come from the free throw line where she is 3 for 4. Dyer on the quick attack. She's going to bring it down. She's going to cross over, go to the right side, going to lay it up on the right side, but puts it up a little bit high, and Lee comes down with the rebound. Penetration to the right side. There's the kick out to Bowman. Three-point shot, nice looking shot, and it goes in for Jill Stevens. And for Stevens, that's her 9th point. She is 3 for 5 from the three-point line. So as I said, nice looking shot. There's a diagonal pass from to Mackley, and Mackley misses the point blank layup there from a nice feed from Walsdorf. Watkins on the left-handed drive, and she lays it up and in. And for Watkins, that is going to be her first bucket of the ball game. Trojans up by 9 right now. 54-45, 47 seconds. 25 seconds on the shot clock for the Coyotes. There's a steal. Walsdorf got in the passing lane there. And Trojans have 33 seconds to work with, so they'll have to give it up before the end of the quarter. Penetration. There's a nice layup for Slattery. Slattery breaks into double-figure scoring with 10 points now. Pass to the middle. 15 seconds left. Plenty of time for the Coyotes here. Penetration, crossover, kick out. Comes back out here to Stevens. Stevens got it. She's going to step back. They're going to get a pick, and Stevens going to miss that jumper, but offensive rebound is grabbed by Megan Foote, and then she puts it in with the off-the-glass shot. So for Megan, she has 4 points now, and the Coyotes close to within 9 again, 47-56. And we are headed to quarter number 4 of a ball game that has been played very well. Both teams have battled. Trojans have had the lead for the majority of it, but never able to finally put it away. The Coyotes just keep coming back. Stadium Sports Grill, serving great food at Dakota, being a great partner with Dakota State Athletics and promoting DSU's success. The DSU junior varsity squads will have a double-header, men's and women's. That's part of a 3-game homestand starting next Wednesday. Trojans host Dakota Wesleyan with the women's game at 6 and the men's game to follow at 7:30 here at the Fieldhouse. Dakota State men's basketball finished a very successful 2-game trip down in Kansas at the Haskell Invitational. They played College of the Ozarks on Thursday and had a very close game with them that they were able to come away with the win. Then turned around and played the host team Haskell on Friday at 7:30 last night. And again, very close game. Trojans had a little run just before the end of the first half, and that ended up being the difference in the game. So Trojans are now on a 5-game winning streak as they head into the Battle of the Blues ball game on 7:30 Monday night with Dakota Wesleyan. Oh, there's an extra step there. That was a nice feed inside by Ricks. But Skylar Evans took one too many steps there on the stop and got called for it. Trojans on the attack. That's the 17th turnover now for the Coyotes. On the dribble here, Teal brings it in. She's going to kick it outside. Wassman is going to get a wide open look, and she's going to nail it. And we've got a turnover in the open court there on the press. So for Wassman, Bria, that is her 5th point of the ball game, and it's her first 3 of the night. She's 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Bria's trying to get it in. Took a second, but she was able to get it into Teal. Teal's got it on the left side, and Teal is going to get called for a carry. So, turnover by the Coyotes. Trojans turn it right back to them. No damage done, and we are at a 12-point lead still for the Trojans with 9:19 left in the ball game. There's, I was going to say, there's a steal. Hampton Williams threw that ball, and Sierra Watkins stepped right in the passing lane. The good news is that it went over the top of everybody's head and went out of bounds, because if it hadn't, Watkins was going to get the steal and was going to get a layup out of it. All right, back in action here. Wassman comes to the top. Driving down the lane is Mackley. Mackley's going to kick out. And nice job of jumping the passing lane there by Ricks, but she wasn't able to control it. Trojans will have the ball back with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Comes into Wassman. Mackley is at the top with her. He's got it centered up. She's going to bring it to Watkins. Now the weave begins. Driving down the left lane is Walsdorf. Walsdorf crosses over. She's going to kick it out. Ritter's got it on the left side. She's taking it to the paint. And hesitation, and then she's going to lay it up with the left hand, but it is going to be blocked by Jill Stevens. And Stevens gets the rebound on top of it, so Coyotes are on the attack. Ball's on the right side there. Penetration with Ricks. Going to come inside of the high post to Evans. She's going to get it back to Ricks. Shot fake, and was able to get Mackley in the air, but wasn't able to finish it off. So Trojans back on attack at the top of the key. That hits the front of the rim for Mackley and comes out. So again, that theme of hitting the front of the rim has been a big part of both the 3-point shot and the free throws for the Trojans tonight. Pass down on the baseline. Going to be attacked. She's going to come, turn around, kick it outside. Penetration down the left side by Stevens. Pulls it back out. She's looking for the high post. There's the high post. That shot is up. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Nice hustle. Nice hustle on the offensive boards there for Lamaya Ricks. And she gets the ball, goes to the floor. And Coach Showman calls timeout very quickly to make sure that they retain possession of the basketball. Trojans up 59-47. So as we were saying, the fall sports were wrapping up. Volleyball finished their season yesterday in the semifinals of the North Star Athletic Association postseason tournament. They were taking on the #1 seed, the Turbo V-Hawks, and the V-Hawks won that ball game 3-1. Moved on to the championship today. The DSU football team played their last game of the season. They were taking on and hosting the conference champions Dickinson Blue Hawks this afternoon, and the Blue Hawks were successful in that. So Blue Hawks run the table in conference play and have a perfect undefeated record in conference play. And the Trojans finished their season with a loss. We are back in action. Ball goes inside to Evans. She takes a dribble, gets it to Ricks, Ricks goes over, back into Evans again. Evans shoots the turnaround jumper, and we are going to get a foul. I believe the foul is going to go against the Coyotes. 25, that'd be Jill Stevens. And for Stevens, that is going to be her third foul. First team foul of the fourth quarter. And Trojans back on offense. Long shot. Hits the front of the rim again for Walsdorf. And Trojans just can't seem to hit that three to really get their momentum going. In the Mount Marty game, they were able to hit 2 or 3 and really got momentum turned in their favor and busted open a game and built it up to a 30-point lead. But it's just not happening today. The shots aren't falling. They've had some nice execution. Slattery now for 3. It hits the front of the rim. But Waldorf is going to pick up an offensive rebound and keep the Trojans alive here. Savannah dribbles down that left side, crosses over across the lane and lays it up with the left hand. And she picks up her 7th point of the ball game. Trojans have a 14-point lead now as we have 6:39 left in the ball game. Stevens, again, nice looking jump shot, and Jill nails her 12th point of the ball game. She is 4 of 6 from the 3-point line. Very nice looking stroke on her shot. Walsdorf looked at the 3, decided to cross over. She's going to go strong to the hole, and she is going to draw the foul on Hampton Williams. And for Hampton, that's going to be her 2nd foul. It'll be the 2nd team foul of this quarter, and Walsdorf will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Savannah is 1 of 2 in this ball game from the free throw line. And the first shot is good, so she is 2 of 3. Shooting percentage wise, the Trojans right now are 13 of 20. Make that 13 of 21. Savannah misses the 2nd one. Coyotes on the attack now. They are down by 12, so they've got to find some scoring here. And that's going to be a foul on Mackley. Mackley's going to get called for hooking her a little bit with the knee as Angel Lee drove to the basket. For Lily, she's going to pick up her 3rd foul there, and Coach Mo is going to bring her out for a second, make sure she doesn't pick up a quick 4th here and create some challenges then for the Trojan defense. Lee's got the ball at the top. Oh, very nice pass underneath there. Angel gets the assist, and Hampton Williams picks up the bucket on a really nice feed underneath the basket. Walsdorf on the drive. She's going to take it down the left side. She is going to get called for the travel. Just dribbled down and lost control of it a little bit, shuffled her feet as she was trying to regain control. So for the Trojans, that's turnover number 18. It's a 10-point game. Coyotes have a chance to cut it to less than double-digit numbers. Top of the key, they turned around. A couple of people were watching her, and then they turned around and left her, and Jill Stevens made them pay again. She hits the 3. That's 15 points for Jill. Wassman, crossover at the top. She's going to kick it out to Walsdorf. Walsdorf going to bring it down the right side. Slows down, crosses over, reverse pivots to the left. Now she's going to turn around, kick it out. But there's Stevens. She picks it up. Long pass down court to to Lee, and Lee lays it in. And that brings the game to 5 points, 57-62. This is the closest the Coyotes have been in a while. Huber with the ball at the top. She's going to dribble down the right side. She's going to get the layup and able to put it in. So Huber picks up her first basket of the game here. And the Trojans get this run stopped for the moment, taking a 7-point lead, 64-57, with 4:53 remaining in the ball game. Heartland Energy, partnering with Dakota State University Athletics and providing critical energy needs and power to fuel our economy. Trojans want to thank their partner in athletics, Madison Regional Health Systems, for their services to improve the health of the Madison community. And DSU would like to recognize its longtime partner, Prostrello Auto Mall, providing quality vehicles and service to Madison and the surrounding region. Brian Kern and the team at Rosebud Wood Products is a proud partner of DSU Athletics and a supplier of quality wood products to the customers nationwide. And Sanford Health is the exclusive sports provider for Dakota State University Trojans. Life is better with a team you can trust. Call your local clinic to schedule an appointment. All right, it's gotten exciting here. Coyotes closer within 5. Trojans were able to come back. Huber picked up a basket and got it back to 7. 4:53 left to go. The Trojans had a 16-point lead at one point in this ball game, but the Coyotes just will not go away, and we are set for an exciting last 5 minutes of basketball. Three-point shot is up, hits the side of the rim, goes out, but it is rebounded by Hampton Williams there, and then the Trojans are going to get called for a foul, and that foul is going to go against Dyer. And for Caitlin, that will be her 3rd foul. 2 team fouls on both, so neither team is ready to go into the bonus quite yet. There's a block shot by Mackley. Williams took it in, took it to the left. Mackley was able to block it, get the rebound. Dyer now with the attack. She's going to get a left-handed shot. Going to miss it, but I was just about to say she's going to get her own rebound, but ended up not getting it. Williams pulls it away, and the Coyotes are on the attack again. Right side now. Ritter gets a hand on that pass. Coyotes still keep it. They're looking for the high post entry to Lee. There it is. She's got it. There's Lee going to pull up, shoot that left-hander. It's not going to go in, and tipped around, and Mackley ends up coming away with the rebounds. Trojans, 7-point lead, 4 minutes left in the game. Ritter takes it down onto the left side, pulls up, ends up throwing it over the top of the defender, and that's going to be a steal, and a right-hand layup is successful for Odessa Azuna. 5-point game, 3:44 to go. For Azuna, that is her 5th point of the ball game. Trojans again, right hand, Ritter's got it, or right side, Ritter's got it. Comes over here to Watkins. Watkins goes to the top. Mackley's got it. She's going to kick it to Slattery. Slattery's going to take the 3. That's going to hit the front of the rim, and Azuna is going to come down with the rebound. 5-point game, Coyotes with the basketball. Entry into Lee at the top. Underneath, easy basket there for Hampton Williams, and we are at a 3-point ball game with 3:05 left to go. Watkins now with the ball on the left side. She's going to dribble in. She's going to pull it back out. Dyer's going to take it to the left, and she's going to try the left-hand layup, and that's going to go in. Nice defense there by Stevens to contest the shot and not foul. Stevens has it at the top. Goes high, goes low, and there's an easy basket for Lee. And Coyotes are attacking this zone with a high-low that's doing some damage now. For Lee, that's her 7th point. Watkins on the left-hand drive, and she finishes it and stops the run again. So we had it to a 1-point game, 64-63. Watkins quickly converts down to the other end and picks up the basket. For Watkins, that's going to be her 5th point. She's 2 for 4 from the field. We are set for an exciting finish here. 2:30 left to go. Quick recap here. Right now, Kansas Wesleyan is shooting almost 48% from the field, 23 of 48. The Trojans are at 43.6, 24 of 55. From the three-point line, Kansas Wesleyan had not taken many early in the ball game, but they picked the pace up a little bit. They're shooting 54.5%, thanks primarily to the shooting of Jill Stevens, but they are 54.5% on 6 of 11 shooting. Trojans are 5 of 19, 26%. Free throws 11 of 13, 84% for their Coyotes, and for the Trojans 62%, 13 of 21. So just the ball game you expect out of these two squads. As I said, they've had some great games over the last 2 or 3 years, and this one's going to turn out to be another classic as well. Coyotes on the attack. They've got it across the line. They go to Lee down the middle. Lee is going to lay it up, and then, Adams is going to lay it up and put it in. and Adams picks up her 12th point. 3-point shot by Huber. It's up, hits the front of the rim, misses it, and rebound's going to be knocked around, and eventually Huber is going to end up with it. There were about 5 people who had their hands on it at one point, and but Trojans end up with it. Wassman, 3-pointer for Huber now. That one hits the back of the rim and doesn't go in, and the rebound for Adams. Coyotes trailing by 1 point. This could be the go-ahead possession. 1:46 left in the ball game. They are looking for that high point center. There he is. Oh, I was going to say Stevens taking that 3. She hasn't missed many of them, but that one hit the left side of the rim and came out for her. Trojans, 1:30 left to go. 1 point lead. Wassman centering things up, getting everybody organized here. Comes to the top. Teal's going to get it off to Walsdorf. Walsdorf's going to dribble down, reverse pivot. She's coming back to that right hand, and she gets the layup off of that right hand spin. Trojans up by 3, 68-65. 1:10 remaining in the ball game. Little pressure now. There's 20. That was close. There was only 1 second left on the 10-second clock for violation, but Coyotes get it. Pull-up jumper. The runner is no good for Ricks, and the Trojans have the rebound. So bucket here could make it a 2-possession game for the Trojans. Big defensive stance here for the Coyotes. Teal gets it off to Huber. Huber's going to dribble in, but she's going to pull it back out. Wassman's going to take it all the way to the hole, and she is not going to get the left-hand layup to go in, but there is going to be a foul called on the Coyotes. And I believe the signal says that foul is on Hampton Williams, and for Hampton, that's her 3rd foul. But the Trojans will go to the free throw line here. Wassman for tonight. Wassman is 0 for 2 from the free throw line, so big free throws. As I said, 2-possession game here. Bria goes 0 for 3 now, and still a 1-possession game for the Coyotes. Big shot here. 37.9 seconds, a 2-possession lead would be very helpful to the Trojans. Shot is up, and she hits this one, so Wassman gets her 6th point of the ball game, and that's going to bring looks like what have we got here? Timeout is being taken. I'm trying to see if it's a full or a 20. It is a full timeout, and it was taken by Coach Showman for Kansas Wesleyan. All right. As soon as we finish this exciting ball game, we're 48 hours from Battle of the Blues on Monday night. Men and women will battle Dakota Wesleyan. 5:30 start for the women's game, 7:30 for the men's game. This game is a lot of fun activities going on in it. Sponsored by Bank West. This is going to be an outstanding ball game between 4 good teams. The Trojan men have played earlier this season, and the Wesleyan Tigers were able to pull away in the last 10 minutes and secure that win. So I know the Trojans are looking forward for an opportunity to get a rematch. And the women's teams have not played each other for a few years, so both squads are looking forward to that game as well. So again, 5:30 tip-off for the women. I suggest coming at 5 o'clock. If you want to be sure that you get a seat, 4:30 might be better. And for DSU students, we are buying 320 hot dogs as part of a tailgate prior to the game. Serving for the tailgate begins at 4:30, so come enjoy a tailgate with us and 2 great ball games. Ball's inbounded here. Coyotes on the attack. They go to Lee at the top of the key. And there she is. There's the shooter. That one does not go for Stevens, so she's missed her last 2 threes. That was a really good look. The way Jill has shot the ball today, you really expected that one to go in. And but Trojans end up with the ball. Slattery ends up with the rebound, and in the trap was able to throw it off of Coyote foot. So we'll see hard pressure here from the Coyotes. 27.3 seconds to go. 2-possession ball game at 69-65. Mackley will inbound it for the Trojans. We're going to have a quick conference here by the 2 officials. Dakota State Athletic extends its thanks to its partner, Sunshine Foods, for its commitment to serve the grocery needs of Madison and the local area. Mackley on the inbounds, looking for Dyer. Dyer gets it, and that was almost a knock loose. However, when it's all said and done, the officials say Hampton Williams got a little too much arm on that. No, correction, there was no foul. She did knock it loose without a foul, and Trojans will have the ball back again. Looking for Dyer. She's pressured hard. Over the top, and that steal is, or that pass is stolen. Shots missed. Ball comes back. The drive on the baseline. The kick out up to the top there. Going to go back inside. A couple people got a hands on it. There is the runner. That's good for Lamaya Ricks. So inside, outside, couple of opportunities for the Trojans to steal. Coyotes end up getting the bucket when it's all said and done. And we have a 69-67 game with 9.7 seconds. Trojans turn the ball over on the last press. And so the Coyotes will be dialing up some more pressure. That was turnover number 20 for the Trojans tonight. So again, really exciting game. Game that we've come to be used to from these two squads. DSU Athletics welcomes Fox Promo and Fox Print, delivering high-quality, creative print and apparel solutions that exceed expectations. And Mustang Seeds, proud supporter of DSU Athletics, they are committed to serving American farmers as a trusted seed and trade partner. Kibble Equipment makes your farm and your future their focus. With innovative services and staff, they strive to improve customers' lives. Thank you for supporting DSU Athletics. So we've now had a timeout by both squads, as obviously the Trojans are making sure everybody is on the same page with this press attack, and the Coyotes want to make sure that they are handling all of the screens and the switches that are necessary to get one more steal out of it and get this game either tied up or potentially a three and get the win out of it. So again, real quick, stats-wise, Kansas Wesleyan 46% from the field, Dakota State 43%. Wesleyan has cooled off a little. Just shortly, or just a few moments ago, they were shooting 55% from the three-point line. They are at 46% now. Trojans at 24% and 84.6% from the free throw line, 11 of 13 from the Coyotes. So they are deadly from the free throw line. Trojans at 63.6. 19 turnovers for Kansas Wesleyan, 20 for the Trojans. And Coyotes are hoping to be able to turn DSU over one more time. DSU took the timeout, advanced the ball to half court. And so we are ready for this inbounds. If the ball is inbounded successfully, there'll be an instant foul, and there it is. Foul goes against Lamaya Ricks. And for her, that's going to be her first foul of the night. However, I was going to say, however, they are not lining up shoot free throws, but they should be because it's bonus time. And Mackley is going to go to the free throw line here. Lily has not shot a free throw yet tonight. She is 0 for 0. That first one, she misses it, so it's still going to end up, even if she hits this shot, it's going to end up a one-possession ball game. And Trojans will need to guard the three-point line well. She hits the second one. Timeout taken by Kansas Wesleyan. 8.5 seconds to go. 70-67. Coyotes will have the basketball when we come back. Signature Realty offers a team of experienced agents united in the goal of providing service that exceeds client expectations. Thank you for your sponsorship. And locally owned and operated Sporty's Bar and Grill in Madison serves up fantastic food and drinks in a relaxed atmosphere with friendly staff and top-notch service. Thanks Sporty's for supporting DSU Trojans. Two more places we'd like to talk about. Great food. 2nd Street Diner is bringing the good times back with great burgers, awesome ice cream, and breakfast all day. And the Office Bar and Grill offers pizza, pasta, burgers, wine, and local area craft beer with a new option to order online through their Google page or website. Thanks for your support, Office Bar and Grill. All right, folks, the stage is set. 8.5 seconds remaining. Coyotes down by a 3-point basket, 70-67. They are going to advance the ball to half court. And as a commentator, it would look like somewhere in this next 8 seconds, they would like Jill Stevens to get a good look. Jill is 5 for 9 from the 3-point line. Amaya Ricks is 1 for 2 so far, and those are the only 2 people who have hit a 3 for the Coyotes in tonight's ball game. So here we go. Inbounding the ball is going to be Hampton Williams. She's going to get it inside to Lee. Lee's going to take it out. They're going to kick it out. There's the wide open 3 that they were hoping for. It did not go in. Ball's tipped up, and the Trojans are going to walk away with this win. Boy, I tell you what, the Coyotes got the look that they wanted there, and Catherine Bowman had a nice, clean look on the baseline, just would not fall for her, and the Trojans survive tonight's ball game. They had a 16-point lead at one time, but the Coyotes would not go away, and we almost were headed for overtime. All right, quickly, let's take a look at our individual stats. Leading the Coyotes tonight was Jill Stevens. She had 15 points. She was 5 for 12 from the field, 5 for 9 from the 3-point line. Adams also was in double-figure scoring. She was 6 of 8 from the field with 12 points. Hampton Williams added 8, Lee 7, Ozuna and Lamaya Ricks had 5 points along with Catherine Bowman's 5. Megan Foote and Alexis Dixon had 4 points. Skylar Evans rounded it out with 2 points for a total of 67 points. Leading rebounders for the Coyotes was Jill Stevens. She had 15 points, and she also pulled down 6 rebounds for Wesleyan. For Dakota State, they had 4 athletes in double-figure scoring. Lily Mackley led everyone with 15 points. She was 6 of 11 from the field, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Caitlin Dyer chipped in 12 points with 4 for 10 shooting from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Walsdorf and Angela Slattery pitched in 10 points each. Olivia Ritter had 6. Olivia Ritter had 8. Bria Wasserman 6. Sierra Watkins 5. Tabor Teal and Morgan Huber each had a basket for 70 points total for DSU. So DSU runs their record now to 3-2, heading into this big battle with Dakota Wesleyan on Monday night. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the gym that night at the Fieldhouse, 5:30, 7:30. Great ball games. Thanks for watching today's ball game with us, and we will see you Monday.